and then there's a little space, and we're ready to braid. So you always start from the rope from the left, and it's an over-under pattern. You take it, you go over, then under the next one, and over. And again, like I said, you always go to the left. So then I go to the left again. Over, under, over. Over, under, over, over, under, over, over, under, over, over, under, over. This one got a little skinny. I don't want to keep going because it's going to get a little skinnier. Kind of just fold it up and under, straighten, and kind of fold this side as well. So there you go. You're going to scoop it up, kind of like flip it, and kind of give it a little pinch on the underside so they don't fall apart. Flip it back, place on your baking sheet. I use parchment paper, you can use foil. If you want, you could probably do it bare, but to protect the pan, I always put down parchment paper. So there's challah number 1. We're basically going to repeat the process with the next 2 batches of dough. Just remember again, just get the doughs fairly even. It will help with the rope size and so that it doesn't get too skinny. I get a little anal at this part. I really like to make sure that they're kind of even. All right, there we go. Roll those ropes out again. Work from the middle to the outside is also a way. You kind of go from middle to out. Right? You don't want the middle to get too skinny. It's better if the ends are skinnier. So middle to the out, middle to the out. And don't worry if it's a little sticky. Mine are a little sticky. As long as you can work it, then you don't really want to keep adding more flour. Okay, again, I'm going to move them closer. Pinch, 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 so they're all pinched together. Kind of spread them out a little bit. And then repeat that same over, under pattern. Over, under, over. Over, under, over. Over, under, over. Over, under, over. That's the oven preheating. I've reached 350 degrees. Obviously, I started preheating when I started braiding, so that it's ready. Over, under, over. And I think that's good. There's a little left, but like I said, I don't want to do too much. I can just tuck that under, straighten out, tuck the other side, flip it, pinch it, flip it back, and get it on the tray. All right, last batch. Divide it up. You guys should be pros by this point. All right, good enough. Roll them out again. Work those arm muscles, right? Get some exercise in there. All right, get them pinched together again. Okay, all pinched. All right, and we follow the pattern. Over, under, over. Over, under, over. And honestly, with enough practice, it goes pretty fast. Tuck those under, tuck this under, we'll pinch. And our last challah is on the tray. Now we're ready for the final step. You can do this beforehand or you can let them sit for a minute. You want to make the egg wash, which I've made already in a little dish. It's just the yolk of 1 egg. I do it over the sink, let the white part go down, save the yolk, and I add about a tablespoon of water to make it a little bit more liquidy and so that it will last for all the challahs. Use the basting brush. Baste each challah, making sure it's covered. I do use a pretty good portion of the egg wash. As you can see, I'm making sure that really all the dough is covered. It doesn't have to be as liquidy. This egg wash, I probably added a little more water than usual. Nothing will happen. It will still work. Once your egg wash is on, this is where more personal preferences come in. Some people like to shake on sesame seeds, the everything bagel seasoning, the poppy seeds. We like that stuff too, but for today we're just going to keep it plain. So I have my 3 challahs ready to bake. My oven's preheated at 350, and I'm going to put them in for about 30 minutes. So we put them in. Kind of middle rack, I find, is the best place. Set my timer. And now we wait 30 minutes. You can check on it about after 15-20 minutes. If you think the tops are getting too brown, you can lower it another rack. That way it's baking evenly. I don't know if you should do it on convection. I find just regular bake works best. So when they're all done, we'll check back in. I'll show you our final product and it will be delicious. Shabbat Shalom.